The Pentagon said today that more than 2,150 Americans have been killed in 12 years of war in Afghanistan. The combat mission is winding down now, but U.S. troops and Afghan civilians remain under constant threat from roadside bombs. Charlie D'Agata went along with Army engineers as they cleared roads in eastern Afghanistan.
These are the latest victims of a roadside bomb planted by the Taliban. 18 Afghan villagers, 14 women and a small child were among those killed while on their way to a wedding. Hidden roadside bombs are still the biggest killer in Afghanistan, and clearing the roads for American convoys is the biggest job for these soldiers from Fort Hood, Texas. It's the one operation they won't hand over to their Afghan partners.
You're good to push up about 200-300 meters.
It's slow work, but the job is critical as tens of thousands of U.S. troops and hundreds of tons of equipment make their way out of Afghanistan. While armored military vehicles search the main road for hidden bombs, this part has to be done on foot. Soldiers patrolling these trails, looking around every corner, providing security against a possible ambush.
Mostly they use lamp cord. We call it angel hair. It's just very thin, fine copper wire.
They're searching for hidden wires that Taliban fighters used to trigger the bombs. The last time Sergeant Keenan Roberts and his platoon from the 8th Engineer Battalion were here, they walked straight into an ambush. His soldiers escaped without injury. But he told us his job gets more dangerous as the war winds down. You know, Americans, we may have a perception that this is all over. Everybody's tucked in at their bases, but you're out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we're going to be out here until we go home. We'll be running missions.
As U.S. troops hand over to the Afghan security forces, they travel on far fewer roads. Taliban fighters know this, and they're concentrating their efforts on those routes.
It's a dangerous job.
The commanding officer, Captain Andrew Elliott, said his men can't afford to lose focus at this crucial stage.
You will be among the last to leave.
Correct. Route clearance will always be in Afghanistan for the long term. There will always be route clearance and combat engineers leading the way.
So they'll be out there until the last truck rolls out.
Correct.
Because there's so much troop movement now, combat engineers like the ones we were with are out every day clearing the roads. In Scott, one patrol recently found 14 bombs on a 1-mile stretch of road. They're also finding that Taliban fighters are trying to bury bombs behind them as soon as they pass, sometime minutes after they pass, in order to target them when they return to base.
And most Americans due to be out of there by 2014. Charlie D'Agata reporting from Kabul. Thank you, Charlie.